In this video, I am walking through the Derp ecosystem gameplay step by step. I start from logging in, connecting my wallet, and then move directly into how adventures work on screen. You will see how action slots function, how past adventures are claimed, and how new activities are started. I focus on what I am clicking, what changes visually, and how each system behaves while it runs. During the gameplay, I show nocturnal hunts using derps. I also explain how pred and vamp hunts are structured. Even though I cannot start them without those NFTs, you will see how hunt regions, durations, and slot usage are selected. I also start a discovery, which is a long-form adventure that runs for 24 hours. I explain how it uses an action slot, what it produces, and how it fits into overall progression. After that, I continue with the campaign mode. I show where campaign quests are located, how section progression works, and how these quests interact with action slots. This helps clarify how long-term progression is unlocked through normal gameplay. Finally, I review action slot usage, fame, and the activity history. This gives a full picture of how to manage ongoing actions, track progress, and plan what to do next. The goal of this gameplay is simple: to clearly show how the systems work, what is happening on screen, and how each action connects to the next. There is no commentary beyond what is needed to understand the mechanics. If you are new to this ecosystem, this video shows the full flow from setup to active adventures to progression tracking. Now let us start from the beginning and go step by step. I start by logging in with Discord. On the screen, I select the option to sign in using my Discord account. This opens the Discord authorization window. I confirm the login and return to the game interface. Once I am logged in, the next visible step is connecting my Cardano wallet. I click the wallet connection option and choose my Cardano wallet from the available options. The wallet prompts me to approve the connection. I confirm the connection request and wait for it to complete. After the wallet is connected, I can see that my account is now fully linked. This connection allows the game to recognize any derp, birds, preds, vamps, or other related assets associated with my wallet. At this point, nothing else is being played yet. I am simply establishing access so the game can load my account data correctly. Visually, the interface updates to show that I am authenticated. My Discord profile is active, and the wallet status shows as connected. This confirms that the game can now track my adventure's action slots and progression. Without this step, none of the gameplay systems like Adventures, Nocturnal Hunts, or Discovery would be available. I take a moment to make sure both connections are active on screen. Discord handles the account identity while the Cardano wallet handles ownership and interaction with the ecosystem. Once both are confirmed, the game is ready to move forward. This step does not involve any combat quests or character selection. It is strictly about access and setup. By completing this, I ensure that future actions like starting adventures using action slots and claiming rewards will function correctly. With login and wallet connection complete, I am now ready to move on to the next part of the tutorial. Now I move to reviewing my past adventures and claiming any available rewards. On the main interface, I navigate to the section that shows previous adventure activity. This area displays completed actions from earlier sessions, including finished quests and timed activities. Visually, I can see a list or history of adventures that have already ended. Each completed entry shows that it is no longer active, meaning it has finished running in the background. For any adventure that has ended, there is an option to claim rewards. I select each completed adventure one by one. When I click to claim, the game processes the result of that adventure. The rewards are then added to my account. These rewards can include things like derp dollars, materials, blood essence, or other items tied to the adventure type. Nothing new is started at this point. I am only closing out actions that already finished. On screen, the status of those adventures changes. Once rewards are claimed, they are no longer marked as pending, and they disappear from the list of claimable actions. This keeps the activity log clean and up to date. Claiming rewards is important because unclaimed adventures still occupy action slots until they are resolved. By claiming them, I make sure those slots are fully freed up and ready for reuse. This step ensures I am not wasting available capacity before starting new gameplay actions. I go through the entire list, carefully checking that no completed adventure is left unclaimed. Once everything is collected, I can clearly see which slots are now open and available. This also updates my recent activity history, giving me a clear picture of what I have already done. At the end of this step, there are no active reward notifications left on screen. All past adventures are settled and my account state is fully updated. With rewards claimed and slots cleared, I am ready to continue into the next gameplay section. Now I check my action slots on the screen. I open the section that shows all available action slots for my account. This area is used to manage how many adventures I can run at the same time. Visually, I can see several slots grouped together. Some slots are open, some are occupied, and others are locked or unlocked, but not yet purchased. Open slots are ready to be used immediately. Occupied slots are currently running an adventure, so they cannot be used again until that action finishes. Unlocked slots are visible but not active yet. These slots can be purchased using AD or sometimes Derp dollars. Locked slots are not available for purchase. Those unlock later by progressing through campaign quests. At the start, my account shows 3 open slots. These are the slots I can use right now to start adventures. I also see additional unlocked slots, which are available to buy if I want more capacity. This layout helps me understand how many actions I can manage at the same time. Action slots are required for campaign quests and scouting-style activities like hunts. Every time I start one of these, it uses 1 open slot. That slot stays occupied until the adventure completes and rewards are claimed. I also see information explaining bonus slots. Owning perfect derps or pure preds grants extra action slots automatically. These bonus slots do not require purchase and increase the total number of actions I can run. By reviewing this screen, I get a clear overview of my current capacity. I can tell how many adventures I can start right now and how many more I could unlock later. This step is about planning, making sure I do not start more actions than my slots allow. Once I understand which slots are open and which are occupied, I am ready to choose a new activity to start. Now I choose a nocturnal hunt using the Derps collection. From the adventures section, I navigate to the nocturnal hunts area. This shows the hunt options available for this season. Since I am using derps, I select the hunts that are accessible from the derp base. On screen I can see different hunt regions and difficulty options. Each region represents a different level of challenge and potential rewards. Higher difficulty hunts offer better loot, but they also require stronger characters. I review the options carefully before selecting one. Next, I choose the duration of the hunt. The available durations are short, medium, and long. A short hunt runs for 4 hours. A medium hunt runs for 12 hours. A long hunt runs for 24 hours. Longer hunts generate more crafting materials and blood essence, but they also keep an action slot occupied for more time. After selecting the region and duration, I assign my derp as the primary character. On the screen, I can also see the option to add support characters if available. Support characters help improve the efficiency of the hunt, but the primary character is required to start it. Once everything is selected, I confirm the hunt. The system checks for an open action slot. When an open slot is available, the hunt begins immediately. Visually, the action slot changes from open to occupied. A timer appears showing how long the hunt will take to complete. At this point, the hunt runs automatically in the background. I do not need to stay on this screen for it to continue. The character is now locked into the activity until the timer ends. This step shows how nocturnal hunts work using derps. I select where to hunt, how long it will last, and which character is participating. Once started, the hunt will later return rewards that I can claim when it finishes. Now I look at the nocturnal hunts available for preds and vamps. From the same hunt section, I switch between the different bases to view their options. I can see that preds and vamps each have their own hunt entries. These follow the same structure as the derp hunts with regions, difficulty levels, and time durations. Visually, the interface clearly shows which characters are required to start each hunt. For pred hunts, a pred NFT is needed. As the primary character for vamp hunts, a vamp NFT is required. Since I do not own NFTs from the pred or vamp collections, I cannot start these hunts. The start buttons are visible, but they are not usable for my account. Even though I cannot play them, reviewing these sections helps me understand how the system is structured. All hunts follow the same basic rules. They consume an action slot. They run for a selected amount of time, and they return crafting materials and blood essence when completed. After checking the hunts, I move on to starting a discovery. From the Adventures menu, I select the Discovery option. Discovery is a long-form activity that focuses on finding tomes on screen. I can see that Discovery always takes 24 hours to complete before starting. The interface shows whether I already have a tome. Since players can only hold one tome at a time, this check is required. With no tome currently active, I confirm the discovery action. An open action slot is required, and once assigned, the slot becomes occupied. A 24-hour timer appears indicating how long the discovery will run. At this point, the discovery runs automatically. I do not need to manage it further until it finishes. When the timer ends, it will produce one tome which can later be used or discarded. This step shows the difference between hunts and discovery. Hunts focus on materials and blood essence. Discovery focuses on tomes. Both use action slots and both progress over time without manual input. Now I continue with the campaign mode. From the Adventures section, I navigate to the campaign area. The interface shows the current campaign progression, and I can see that I am in section number 2. On screen, the campaign is presented as a sequence of quests. Each quest represents a specific adventure that can be started using an action slot. These quests are structured to move the storyline forward and also unlock additional gameplay features. I review the available quests in this section, checking which ones are currently accessible. To start a campaign quest, I select one of the available entries. The screen shows the requirements for that quest, including which type of primary character can be used. Campaign quests can be run by derps or preds. Depending on the specific quest, I confirm that I have an open action slot before proceeding. Once I choose a quest, I assign the required character. If support characters are allowed, those options are shown on screen. After confirming the selection, I start the campaign adventure. The system assigns the quest to one of my open action slots. Visually, that slot changes to occupied and a timer appears showing how long the quest will take. As with other adventures, the campaign quest now runs automatically in the background. I do not need to stay on the campaign screen for it to continue. This allows me to manage other actions as long as I have available slots. Campaign progression is important because completing certain quests unlocks new action slots. These slots appear as locked before progression and become unlocked as I move forward. Unlocked slots can later be purchased, increasing the total number of adventures I can run. By continuing through Section 2 of the campaign, I am not only advancing the storyline, I am also opening up more long-term capacity for gameplay. This step focuses on structured progression using campaign quests to expand access to the rest of the adventure system. Thank you so much for watching to this episode, and before I go, don't forget, if you'd like to receive a very short but value-packed email from me every Tuesday, you can sign up for the Cardano Gaming newsletter. Every Tuesday, I'll be sharing the latest from the Cardano Gaming ecosystem to help you make better decisions. So if you don't want to miss out, just go to the link on the screen, leave me your email, and very soon I'll be in your inbox. That's all for today. I hope you have a great week.